Hello to anyone out there. I'm going to be going over order of operations very briefly. We talked about it a lot in class, but if you needed a small refresher, well, here it is. So order of operations is making sure that we do our arithmetic in the correct order. So first thing is the parentheses come first. If you ever have parentheses, you need to take care of what's inside of them. Then come the exponents. If you see something like 4 squared, call it 16. If you see something like 2 cubed, call it 8. The next two steps, you have to be very careful with them. Multiplication, division. It doesn't matter which one comes first. You always go left to right. So if you see something like 4 divided by 2 times 3, you go left to right. 4 divided by 2 will give you a 2. And then you have to multiply it by 3, and that'll give you a 6. Addition subtraction works the same way. It comes last. Doesn't matter what you see first. If you only have addition and subtraction, you go left to right. So something like 3 plus 7 minus 1 minus 2. First you do the 3 plus 7. That gives you 10. Then you do the 10 minus 1. That gives you 9. And 9 minus 2 would give you 7. So we're going to try a few examples putting this into practice. We're going to start off with some simple ones. Now I call these simple because there's not a whole lot going on and there's a clear winner for who should come first. If you aren't familiar with it, you can always write this off to the side of your paper just as a refresher so that you know what the hierarchy is. Parentheses first, exponents, multiplication, division, addition, subtraction again. Here's our clear winner. It's multiplication. Multiplication is above the addition and the subtraction that we see. So the middle would give us 18 there. And now we just have addition, subtraction. So go left to right, 20 minus 5, or in other words, 15. Here in the second one, we have another clear winner. We have exponents. So just like I said earlier, call that what it is. It is 16. Now you start the process over again once you've done exponents. We have a multiply and a plus, so we got to take care of the multiply. And now it's just plus, that'll give you 34. Over here in the third example, we have addition, subtraction, division. Division is above addition, subtraction. So I'm going to put those parentheses there just to remind myself. And what is 12 divided by 3? Well, it's 4. We got addition, subtraction, so go left to right. That'll give you 15 minus 4. In other words, it gives you 11. Now here, this is the first time we got our parentheses. You can actually work on parentheses independently, which means kind of one at a time. 9 minus 4, well, that would give you 5. Plus, inside these parentheses, we have more than one thing going on, so we have to start that process over again. Although the exponent beats the addition, so I'm going to call that 36. Now we can add the 36 and the 1 together. That'll give us 37. When you have a number outside parentheses like this, it's telling you to multiply. So 3 times 5 will give you 15. Adding those together will give you 52. So again, these are some simple order of operations. Simple because, as I was saying, there's a clear winner. In the first one, it was multiplication, the clear winner. In the second one, it was the exponent. In the third one, it was division, and in the fourth problem, it was our double set of parentheses. They had the highest priority, so we took care of them first and went one at a time after that. For the medium problems, it becomes harder to figure out, what should come first. But let's take a quick look. We got our handy little Pemdas. It's a initialization for our rule. We've got double parentheses here. So if you ever have double parentheses, what do? Well, you start with the innermost parentheses first. So the innermost would be this 15 divided by 3. That gives me 5, but I'm still going to write everything I didn't use. So this 2 plus was still there, that squared still there, that plus 4 is still there, and now we start the process over again. What's the highest priority? Parentheses. 2 plus 5 gives us 7. Start the process over again. What's the highest priority? Exponents. 7 squared would give you 49. And now you just got one little addition right there, gives you 53. So moral of the story, when you have double parentheses, work your way from the inside out and just take it slowly and restart the process every time you go. Here, ooh, this one's got everything. It's got parentheses, exponents, multiplication, you name it, it's there. So let's take this one slowly. I see that we have parentheses first. So I got to simplify what's inside. Then I have an exponent and subtraction. So I'm going to take care of that exponent first. And I'm going to write everything I didn't use. That 3 is still there, that plus sign's still there, that 2 is there, that divide by 8 is still there. Now I'm going to start the process over again. What do I see? Well, I see some parentheses to take care of. 25 minus 11, that's going to give me 14. So that 3 is still there, that minus 9 is still there. Nothing happened to this 8, nothing happened to the 2, and I got that plus sign. Here, this is a case where I notice two things. I have division, and I have some multiplication I can take care of. And since they go together, it doesn't matter which one I do. I got this plus sign. So I'm going to call that 4. I'm going to multiply 30 and 14 together. That gives me 42. And I got this minus 9 there. Well, now we only have addition subtraction. So I'm going to go left to right. 4 plus 42 will be 46, and 46 minus 9 will be 37. So, whew, that was a long one. I do encourage you to write everything down. It is important as we move through this course. What you write on the paper, I can see what's going inside your head, and the more you write on your paper, the easier it is going to be checking your work going backwards. Now the last one, I'm actually going to leave the last one as a challenge for you. You can try it on your own, ask me about it later, but I'll remind you that we start with parentheses, then move to exponents, multiplication and division come third, and addition and subtraction come fourth. Take it slowly, and every time you write down a step, start that process over again. Say to yourself, what has highest priority? Do it, and move on. Good luck and have fun.